There was a young girl living in Brooklyn, New York, that didn't have much to eat. Her family life was very intense, and school became a chore to her. She had brothers, but of course, they were always getting in trouble. And this particular student didn't have the support she needed, but from one person, and that was her mother. So all through life, she started to search. People came in and out of her life, like family, friends, but they always encouraged her. And that's the key thing, encouragement. And so this particular student, child, knew that she had something to offer. She was very smart. I must say that, very smart. She was great with writing. And all through life, she would just make up stories in her head and write and write and write. And all through life in school, there were some teachers that would say, "Great job." But then there were other teachers that she felt that could have encouraged her, but didn't do that to the fullest. But she kept persevering. She kept pushing through. Didn't know that she needed that person in her life to just encourage her just a little bit more. And so I'm always saying to someone, what can you do differently? But this particular girl was not ashamed. She held her head up high and she continued to write and hide her thoughts in this one journal that her mother gave her. That little girl grew up and she herself became an educator. And as she worked as an educator, she found great joy in the children. But she also noticed something, that the students that she taught in fifth grade, she was a fifth grade teacher, they were lacking something. They didn't have the self-esteem. They were shy and they felt that they couldn't do the work. So that teacher found their gift. One particular student that she taught had a rash on her mouth and on her arm, and she was being teased. But that teacher spent time with that student, and guess what she discovered? She discovered that that student could sing. And so the teacher had a talent show and somehow got that student to sing a song in a talent show. And guess what happened? That student excelled. The friends that she didn't have before, oh my goodness, came, and she had so many friends because that teacher believed in her. So that teacher went on to be an administrator and discovered that certain students didn't have that self-esteem. But all they needed is just one person to believe in them. And that's what she carried. And then she noticed, not just in the school system, but she noticed when she gave birth to her daughter suffered from that same self-esteem, was very talented, many gifts, but didn't fulfill her gifts because of what she thought that people would say about her. So that mom encouraged her daughter. Her daughter began writing, kept stories, beautiful poetry. But it didn't stop there. From the daughter, from the students to the daughter, notice other students and children in the community that didn't have much, came from broken families, didn't have food to eat, didn't have enough money. But when you have someone on your side that's pushing you, you have a lot. And so that student, from a student to a teacher to a mom, and even to a mom in the community, having students discover their gifts, also went on to be an author. And guess what? Found her purpose in life. Her eyes opened. Why? Because someone believed in her. A publisher believed in her. Gave her great insight, had a great team of people with gifts that they're using, and encouraged her to write books from the heart that she was passionate about. Made all the joy in the world. How excited. So from this shy girl, being helpless herself when she was young, to helping others. That's a great joy in life. And so, do you know who that child was? Here I am. And I'm here to tell you today that I discovered myself, not just through my journey in life, because sometimes we can wear a mask and we can hide certain things, but I discovered great joy in writing books for children. And these books for children can be all ages, elementary, middle, and even high school, because we all have something to say and we all have something that we're passionate about. So I'm so thankful and grateful that I discovered my voice, that I had someone or people along the way encouraging me, giving me hope so that I don't have to give up, pushing through. I am on an assignment and I'm pushing through. There's no stopping me now. So look out for these great books that are going to encourage and empower someone to just be themselves. So I found my joy because I have hope, because someone believed in me, and now I'm becoming that person that's going to empower someone else. So thank you so much for listening to my story.